Farm board, what was it? IPRA?
No, she's chairman of Chicago Police Board. Yep.
Okay, okay.
Not Sharon Farley from IPRA, but she's the police board right up under the ROM. And, she's the one that presented, all of those reform mandates that she thought should be implemented.
Oh, no, good woman. And who are the other two?
And the Jewish Federation, we've been working with them, trying to build some, make some allies out of them. They're doing some world peace over there in Jerusalem, trying to end that war over there.
They've always been doing good work.
Yeah.
The Jewish Federation. I mean, I don't agree with every group, but that group has been doing some good work and been involved in the civil rights movement a very long time.
That's exactly right.
A very long time.
Exactly
Reverend Akron, when Doris called me about you, I was like, you can have Akron can come on anytime because I like somebody that's aggressive and going to try to make something happen, not just, in the pulpit. There ain't nothing wrong with that, just being in the pulpit. But
ain't nothing wrong with it, but man, we hurting so much out here, so much havoc and hell going on. We certainly need more people outside of the pulpit. And in fact of the matter, I do a lot in the community, but I need to take my vitamins because I need to do more. We can't do it.
I need you to come on Eric's show. Eric, I'd like if you could have Reverend Akron come on your show sometime.
Real Sundays. Well, he said it's in church on Sundays. Though.
But I mean, you Sunday, you the black hour, 4 to 6.
Can you get out of church in time to get here for 4 o'clock on Sunday?
Well, Sunday is my family day. Y'all got to let me have one off day.
All right. I'll tell you what we do. When you coming back, I'm going to have Eric come on and co-host with me. How's that?
Sounds like a plan.
Because this man, if you don't know this man, you need to really get to know this man. He's one of them pastors that understand that there's more to it than just reading the Bible or hooping and hollering on Sunday. And I can feel all that. But there's more to it, man. To me, the mission of the church, it's got to be more involved. Akron gets involved. And you said you had one last one. It was 4?
Yeah. Then we have Oak Park ally. We have an Oak Park ally, Reverend Sally Iberg. She has been working with us for about 3 years. And she's one of the first Caucasian pastors to join our organization. When we talk about the Leaders Network, Ricky, we're talking about a real rainbow coalition. We really have some diversity. We have majority black, of course, but there are some whites.
But you need that.
Have a couple Asians.
You need. I'm trying to get Eric to understand. WCPD need a little color around here.
They sure do,
and we need them. We ain't gonna all be on VON. I mean, I didn't. You got the other, the black station. Cool. Don't get me wrong, but we can't all be over there. Some of us got to bite the bullet.
He didn't hear me say nothing about that.
We got to do the 4 to 6.
I ain't say nothing about that.
I'm just saying.
We also, those are the big name citywide leaders we're honoring, but we have some people. We're going to honor a young man, Reverend Bernard Lilly, who has college mentoring experience. That's an offshoot of our church. He has a mentoring organization that just taken the West Side by storms.
Okay, Reverend, you're not in a hurry, right?
No, I can talk.
Okay, I want you to just stay for a minute.
To the Bulls game.
Okay, well, good luck. Your prayers. Now, see, this where
is he going to be there tonight?
He said going to the Bulls game.
Is he?
Yeah, I got to go see the OKC Thunder.
Well, you pray. And I know you can get a prayer through, but see, sometimes I think God be watching. I think sometimes God be watching the game too, and he be like, "Look, I ain't in it." You know what I'm saying? Because people done prayed for this team. People done OKC boys done prayed. The Bulls fans done prayed. Somebody's prayer ain't going to get answered. And it's probably the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, man.
But you go ahead and put you a good prayer down, Pastor, before you go.
It's gonna take a miracle.
I think sometimes God just be neutral. Jesus be up there, he like, Lord, I like the Bulls, and Paul be like, Peter be like, I like the OKC. God be like, look, you know what? I ain't in it. We got enough going on. We got Trump in the White House. What you gonna do? Let the Bulls come out. Let them go. Let them go. I wanted to thank you. Reminded me about your sponsor. I got to thank my sponsor, Jerk Taco, man. We appreciate you putting our posters up and supporting my guys out there in the street. On Madison and Pulaski and Jackson, they are. Mo's rugs and furniture, 400,000 on West Madison. What's Up Printing, 30 North Madison. Cinema Entertainment, they're on Roosevelt. They're on Roosevelt 3330 West Roosevelt. JB's, we appreciate them, 3258 West Roosevelt. Leamington Foods, you ain't always got to go to the big or whoever, Go to Leamington's and get your food and
Where
groceries.
you got this stuff from?
You know what I'm saying? Kenny helped us out. I did not leave my products.
Okay, I'm just saying.
My suit be messing with my. Anyway,
it's a good answer to say, yeah, I went shopping there.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. You didn't. I've been to Leamington, but I didn't go to Leamington to get this. Okay,
just lie a little bit, man.
The thing about my recipes is my recipes are based on stuff you got in the back of the cabinet that you just forgot about. You know what I'm saying? You throw it together and make something.
That's where that pot was too. The back of the cabinet.
Garfield Park Currency, Rashida, and then all of them over there. They're so just good people. And Shakia Food, Mark 2902 West Madison. Of course, we're sponsored by Congressman Davis for Congress, Williams Youth Service, Truth Restaurant. We don't know what happened to Payne today. She says she'll be here next week when Chris Kennedy will be here. Citizens for John Cullerton, AG Supply You Properties, the Concussion Foundation, Legacy Foundation, and SNS Pest Control. Okay, Andre, I got Andre and Paul here. We're going to have you guys, Paul, make sure you give out some information on how they can reach you.
All right, so I got
tell it to us in Mandarin, though.
In Mandarin?
Tell it to us in English.
English.
We'll just show it to them in Mandarin.
All right, so you can always reach me by phone. My phone number is 773-357-7590. It's always on. I always check my messages. I always get back to people. You can also reach me online. My website's going to be paulmontes2018.com. Again, that's Paul Montes. PAULMONTES 2018.com.
I like that sport jacket you're rocking on here too, man. That's kind of hot, man.
Paul got a little swag.
Got a little something.
Reverend Ackley and Andre, I'm going to come to you, but I wanted to, I don't know how long we got, Reverend Ackley, but I wanted to ask you, you posted something about Willie Wilson the other day that I really liked, Reverend Ackley, and I appreciate it. And it was about his run for the mayor's seat and about black folks. And I ain't got no problem with reading black folk when they need to be read.
Sure.
Or tell black folk about themselves. Because I ran into a lot of black people when Willie ran first time, said, even though he was a multimillionaire and very successful, they didn't like him because he talked Southern. He talked country. And you posted something about that, about how ignorant that is. Now, these are my words, not Reverend Ackley words. How stupid and ignorant that is to say that a person who's reaching out to save you, a person who has shown through his actions, through his personal actions, his personal giving, through him putting out legislation, him saving people whose property taxes, with people about to take their property, that you would rather vote for somebody like Rahm Emanuel, who could just talk clever, than Willie Wilson, because Willie from down south and has a Southern accent. Go ahead, Reverend, you posted about that.
Yeah, it bothers me when you hear people reflect the self-hatred. One of the worst things about white supremacy is when black people start believing it. That's the greatest toxicity of white supremacy. And so black people, for whatever reason, instead of praising this gentleman, instead of saluting him for being able to pull himself up from his bootstraps and his rags to riches story, they criticize him for him not being the greatest speaker in the room. And that bothers me. I think we have a mission that we must accomplish, and that is to show people that it's not about who is the most articulate or the most eloquent.
And I'll even say now, because y'all, Reverend Ackley, the most educated.
That agrees with, what your interests are.
People told me, well, he dropped out of school in 7th grade. And I'm like, but he gets $60 million a year, and you can't pay your Boost mobile phone bill. Shut up. You got 9 degrees and you unemployed. Shut up.
A pastor the other day, and a pastor used the word, man, how do you want a mayor that's dumb? I said, oh, wait a minute. He's not dumb. There's a big difference in being uneducated and dumb.
Untraditionally educated, because Willie Wilson is educated. He got educated on how to run a business. He got educated on how to deal with customers. He went from the worst McDonald's, when he talked them into giving McDonald's they gave him the worst McDonald's on the west side. I wouldn't even eat in that McDonald's. And this is when I was young. It was the worst McDonald's, and Willie turned it all the way around, and he ended up getting 6, 7 McDonald's. Because he showed them that he was educated. He was educated on how to run a business. He was educated in the fact that he didn't take no vacations for like 12 years. Come on, man. So when goofy Negroes come in my face and say crap like that to me, he dropped out of 7th grade. Yeah, you got 5 degrees, but you unemployed. So who was the success? Which one was actually the success?
He's one of the sharpest men I know, and he has more compassion than any other politician that I've seen out here.
Black on black hate. I got it. Black on black hate get under my skin. I was trying to
watch the red button because he can.
I ain't gonna go all the way off. I was going to Dr. Willie Wilson's place on Wacker that looks like bigger than Trump Towers. I mean, just beautiful. You know what I'm saying? You can see, I mean, just beautiful on the top of the building, overlooking the lake and all this. This man that people call dumb and stupid and uneducated, that's just one of his places, by the way.
Sure.
And I'm trying to get a taxi there and back. I got all kind of money in my pocket. My sister told me don't say it no more. But I put it on Facebook. They got me walking up and down the street. Black African taxi drivers won't pick me up.
Oh, yeah.
They passing me picking up white people. And I love white people, but they passing me up, and then they want to get rid of Uber. Uber come right to my house in 5 minutes. They don't care that I'm on the west side or the south side. I love Uber. Okay, forget these regular taxi drivers. Wouldn't pick me up. And one of them told me, brother, you ain't my brother. Take your butt. I am on that Back to Africa movement with all these African cab drivers that won't even pick up black people.
Play that disclosure again.
You 19 shades darker than me and won't pick me up. And I'm senator.
I feel your pain. There was a time in recent years that in my effort and my goal to try to build a coalition, I thought that I had to be meticulous with my words and be so considerate of white people's feelings and all that kind of stuff. But the truth of the matter, where I am now, it's all about truth. Because if we don't speak up and talk about these 300 years of oppression and being left out and the uneven playing field, nobody else is going to speak up.
Reverend Ackley, we were talking about the 1% of contracts that blacks and women and Latinos are getting at the county board right now. We got a black president of the county board and 5 black county commissioners sitting down there. How much is too much? How much? What does it take? And Eric just asked me when was I going to run again? I'd be done stroked out. I'd be so mad.
Hacks, man. Once they get in there, they become just like the system.
And I'm not, listen, I'm not giving quarter to no Negro that's doing our people wrong or not doing nothing for our people just because they're black. They use that on you too. Well, you know I'm a brother. That's what the African told me. Brother, if I was you, brother, I would. He was trying to tell me. What am I going to tell you? What the cab driver was trying to tell me? If I was you, brother, I would go over there and get on the bus.
Oh hell no! Oh,
the man told me if
I think I'd have choked him out. I choked him out.
And I went on Facebook, and my sister and my friends told me, don't do that. But listen, I'm sick of these Africans who won't pick up black people in your little state taxi. I'm sick of you. Go back to Uganda or somewhere. Unless you're going to be here and treat us all like brothers and sisters for real, I don't want them here. I'm sorry. Taxi drivers, y'all suck. Uber, I love you. Reverend Ackley, we're going to let you go. Give out that information one more time. I'm going to take a commercial break, and then I'm going to finish with these 2 commissions. But you maybe do them taxi drivers, and they had it coming.
Reverend Ackley, listen, those that are interested in getting tickets, these tickets are $75. All right? Otis Moss is going to be our guest speaker.
Otis.
And Evelyn Holmes is going to be the MC from Channel 7 that night.
Oh, that's
Otis Moss. That's the pastor of President Barack Obama's family. All right, he's succeeded.
Oh, we know that's going to be powerful. Give a phone number out so they can call.
Yep, 773-378-3300. 773-378-3300. Any business that wants to be a sponsor, call me. We'll work something out. I want to thank Doris. Doris is great.
Oh, yes. Doris Davenport is great. The whole crew, we appreciate you, Pastor, and I look forward to help you there and attending. Now, I just got to ask you one thing, though. Do y'all have a TV? Because that's Monday Night Football, dog. I got to do it.
Oh boy, don't keep announcing that.
I hope it's a TV in the room. I just hope it's a TV in the somewhere around the corner and somewhere in the building.
You know what? We will not be watching football that night. I'm with Colin Kaepernick, and all of us at one point that night we're gonna take a knee. All right.
All right, well, I might take a knee, but I'm going to run into your thing.
I'm going to take a knee right now.
And watch the football game. I'm going to take a knee, but I'm going to watch the game, okay? I'm going to come to the fundraiser, But you can watch the game on your phone now. That's one thing I love. So
put you down for a table.
Put me down for a table, and I'm gonna have my phone in my hand.
I think
and after you speak, I don't mind leaving Accurate some money.
Okay.
I get Accurate some money because I know he's gonna do the right thing.
Getting the table, you ain't gonna give him no money. That's what I want. I'm helping you out there, Reverend. See there?
Rickey has always been good. Even when Rickey wasn't my senator, he was trying to get some money to my after school program.
Man, I got so much money on the west side, they tried to lock me up. I was like, look, they said, how this Negro getting all this money? Because I know what I'm doing. And I was a man. I wouldn't back down. They splitting up money and then going to want to give me some crumbs off the table. I'm like, no.
That's right.
Me, Kim Lightfoot, Donnie Trotter, Meeks. And some people don't like Meeks, but let me tell you, we left Springfield one day when they wouldn't give us no money. They called us on the highway. Could you turn around and come back? We found the money. I said, you found the money, but guess what? I ain't going to turn around and come back either. I'll see you Monday, and I want another $10 million for making me drive home.
That's right.
Huh? And I got it. I got it. Lightfoot, Trotter. People need to be like them. That's why I'm promoting Donnie's fundraiser. I see you there, Rev. Thank you for your call, and we're going to work together on a lot of good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, Lady B, let's take this break because I know I'm behind. Dog, you got me all riled up.
Don't blame it on me.
And players, Lisa, song too.
I can feel your energy. I can hear your call as you lay next to me, dear.
Are you in pre-foreclosure? Did you know you can sell your home in any condition before your bank forecloses on your property? We are confident that we can find the right solution for you. I say again, are you in pre-foreclosure or have another reason for wanting to sell your property fast? We can help you get rid of that property quickly, legally, and with the least amount of stress as possible. You don't have to feel overwhelmed. Call Anthony Jones, AJ 773-787-9063.
This is State Senator Donnie Trotter. I want to tell you about Cook County Commissioner Stanley Moore. Even though Stanley is young, he is a seasoned public servant. Stan has been an advocate for jobs and economic development for the South Side and South suburbs. Having good partnerships works for the people of the 4th District, and Commissioner Moore has built those relationships. Stanley is a devoted husband, family man, and father of 2.
I'm Stanley Moore, Cook County Commissioner of the 4th District, which includes the far South Side and the South suburbs. I want to thank all of you for your support.
Go to StanleyMoore.org, paid for by Friends of Stan Moore.
Hi, I'm Liz Nicholson Sullivan. As the wife of a 9-year NFL veteran suffering the long-term effects of untreated and undiagnosed head injuries, I know how dangerous concussions can be. The Concussion Legacy Foundation is a nonprofit dedicated to keeping kids safe in sports. Their Team Up, Speak Up program teaches kids to speak up to a coach or athletic trainer if they think their teammate might have a concussion. Whether you're a parent, coach, or athlete, you can make a difference. Join me and sign up at teamupspeakup.org.
Hey, Smitty, what's up, big dog? Man, I'm waiting for Bay to come downstairs. I gotta take her to Truth Restaurant on Persian Road to make up. I really screwed up this time.
Well, why don't you buy a couple dozen roses?
Nah.
How about some diamond earrings?
I have to take her to Truth and let her lose her thoughts on those lamb chops, Italian cuisine, and fine wine. You know my baby loves some good food. Good luck. Hi, baby.
Shut up. Did you call the restaurant and make the reservation?
Yeah, of course I did, baby. I love that. Oh, you smell so good, baby. Just another meal together. Wait, you don't have fun?
Oh, we don't have fun.
Oh, that food.
Drive the car. Hi, I'm Peyton Wilborn, the owner of Truth Italian Restaurant, located 56 East Persian Road, right after Dan Run. You can also call us at 312-715-8796.
Could you do something? And that's the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Hey, Peyton, can we get another round?
You shouldn't go home.
Check, please.
All I ever wanted was to do me. Without a diploma, it was hard. I tried traditional school, but the large class sizes and the limited attention, it wasn't for me. My girl told me to check out yccs.org, and that's where I found Chatham Academy, and they found me. The small classes and the focused attention made me feel confident. The whole staff knew my name, and I felt safe. I'm Catherine Franklin, 19, and diplomaed up. Dig that. Chatham Academy. Open enrollment now. 773-651-1500. 90th and Langley in Chicago.
I'm singing a favorite tune. It's just a word.
your way. You show you love
Let's see the whole thing.
Sunrise, energize me. Some magnetic melody. I can feel your soul entirely. You are my king. To me on the throne and treat me like a queen. I see the moon, the stars, the planets. You're the heaven that I dream. Open my eyes to be like that. You put me true. You put my heart on my soul.
Don't they sound good, y'all?
Love the way you make me feel. You bring me joy. Open my eyes. This feeling is so
right. Aziza Lisa, and she can sing like an angel. That is so pretty. When she sent me this song, Lady B, I was like, oh, I like that. I knew you were gonna like it too, Lady B.
I like that.
Yeah, and you know, she's doing a little performance. She's in Houston. You know, I think 30s, 40s, maybe. Yeah, I mean,
video.
Yeah, you seen the video already?
I want to see
it. Yeah, her video is online. I've seen some videos of her performing. She's a very good performer, very attractive.
Did she produce that here in Chicago?
I believe it was produced here in Chicago. I know they're shooting a video in Houston this weekend. Okay, but she's a Chicago artist. Aziza, Aziza, Lisa, Lisa, and we blended her in. We're gonna play her all month, so we'll be promoting her song, and that was Sunrise. I think it's so pretty. I really think it's pretty. Well, Andre, I appreciate you holding on. What would you like to add or tell people why they need to support you for commissioner?
Well, I say this, and I thank you again, Senator. When you vote for commissioner, you know, they need to know the facts. You know, they need to have been in the field. You know, you always want to ask a person, what's your body of work? What have you done? You know, if you look at the other things in regards to the overspending in the county, I don't know if you noticed, Brother Rick, but, you know, the inmates, they can order pizza service within, you know, they sell.
Excuse me? Wait a minute. Eric, you were looking crazy.
What kind of service?
Pizza?
Yes, sir. Well, it's not from an outside source. They have people that they're training, you know, to make pizza and stuff, and they can order pizza from in their cell.
I ain't got no problem with that, long as it's coming from in the jail.
Wait, they got to pay for the pizza, though, right?
Yeah, I said they can order. And here's the other thing. Do you also know that people is still in Cook County system, the jail system, 8 years? For 8 years?
Yeah, that's one reason why Dr. Wilson passed that bill, because we have people just sitting in the county when they either should be released or sent to the federal regular jail or something, prison, instead of causing the people of Cook County all that money.
And that's basically because, you know, the state usually is not ready, so they continue, but that's on the taxpayer dollar. Even if you look at the overtime,
justice is supposed to be fast and swift.
Yeah, but I don't want to see them pushed out the back end. I want to see them stop being put there in the first place.
Right.
Well, I mean, you know, and that's true too. I mean, so you know, that's a story within itself. But if you're looking at a person that only supposed to be in the institution for 2 years before they go downstate, you know, we're still taking care of them. They're there for 8 years. Something wrong with that.
Yeah, something's wrong with that. Paul, what do you think about that?
No, the system itself. We have to look at the entire system. I mean, people are hurting from inside and outside. We've got victims on the outside that are hurting, that don't have the opportunity to see justice for several years. We have people that are wrongly accused that are in the system that don't get their opportunity to even be heard because they're being held for a long period of time. It hurts their families. They don't have the opportunity to work. It hurts the economy. And people are hurting. And our job is to heal that hurting.
So how can you stop it on the front end so they're not there in the first place?
Well, it depends on the laws that are put in place, and it depends really on who's enforcing it. Because many of the laws make no sense. They hurt our population more. They hurt black folks more than they hurt anybody.
Well, let me say this, E, and just my quick opinion of it. The anywhere where you take away the economic development out of a community, you take away all the economic development out of the community. Like we're getting 1% of the contracts from the county and Cook, 1%. You're gonna get crime. You're gonna get people who are desperate to eat, desperate to live, desperate people gonna do desperate things. History has taught us that, and unfortunately, to me, one reason I got out, I got sick of black elected officials. I can accept somebody outside my race doing me in. I can accept that. I ain't saying that it's right, you know, for a racist to stomp me down because I'm a black, or I can even deal with a South Sider doing me wrong just because I'm a West Sider. I don't like it. But when our people do each other down, when a black elected officials get there and they sit there and they allow things like 1% of the contracts and we're 35-40% of the population, 1% go to African Americans, and we're okay with that. And the politician like, well, vote for me because I'm black and keep me in there, and we do. I'd rather have a white man. I'd rather have anybody. You know what I'm saying? I just really would rather, you know, because I hate when we do ourselves in. I just don't like that.
I mean, part of that, and what we have to get back to is education and jobs.
Right.
We need economic development. We need
to take education out.
Right. Well, the education piece is gone.
Right.
So on top of that, we need to teach people how to be self-sufficient
and mental health. They cut all the mental health, and they know we crazy. And we get crazier. You take out all. Remember what mental health is. Mental health is to help you find yourself, help you get back stable. I had a conversation with Chris Kennedy the other day, and I'm gonna bring it up next week when he comes, about what would he do to reestablish and put money back into mental health, because I was there, and I admit when they cut mental health and they closed all the institutions that we had, the big institutions, and they lied. And I asked them, how are we certain that the money going to follow to the community mental health services based on operations, what they were supposed to do?
Right.
Guess what?
It never did.
The money never followed. And the money never, and then all the Bobby Wrights and all the local mental health community-based start closing down. Mm-hmm.
Well, Senator,
and now we crazy.
Most of when they close down the mental health centers, all of those people, or most of them, 97% of those people now are sitting in jail. Well, once again, the taxpayers.
Yeah, we're sitting in your living room. Sitting in your living room. Sitting in front of my house. Sitting in, and I love them. They're still our people. We gotta save them some kind of way. I got to talk about two more things before we get out of here. Got to talk about this Trump thing in Puerto Rico because it's just blowing my mind.
Yeah, I don't want to get dumber.
Do Paul support the county being a sanctuary county?
Do I support it being a sanctuary county? Yes. My father was an immigrant. My father came to this country from Haiti. My father worked his butt off, and he was able to be successful. I believe that we should be a sanctuary city. Our country is built on immigrants. And
Andre, do you ask that question for a reason? Do you have an opposite position?
Well, I'm going to have to look into it. I think until we as Afro-American or black people get the fair share, I think that, everything needs to be looked at. I mean, as you look at it, you put money into sanctuary city taking care of immigrants or illegals, when we only getting 1.3% of contracts in the county. Our schools are closed. Our mental health are closed. We're living in food deserts. I'm saying that our people are being gunned down in the middle of the streets. Police are beating our people. I mean, all of that has to be looked at. When we get a fair share in this city, in this county, that's when we should have a sanctuary city.
But I think the sanctuary city rules actually create more money because they're not arresting people.
They keep our economy growing.
Yeah.
They continue to have people have the opportunity to have a business.
Yeah, at least we found some place where two of the candidates differ. I wish Dennis Deere was on so we can find out where he comes down on Sanctuary City. I don't. Go ahead.
Once again, like I say, I love your work. I mean, I respect you, because you have been out there and you'll stand on the desk and make some noise. And until people actually be in the field, serving our people and fighting for our people on the front line, then they can make a statement like that.
Well, let me say this there, because I want to clear my piece up. I support sanctuary cities, sanctuary county. I'm against what Trump is trying to do, taking the money away from the county or the city. If they make a local decision, now this is a guy who say he's for local government. That's what Republicans say all the time. Federal government shouldn't. Okay, so just because a local city, a local municipality makes a decision, now you're going to take money from that county or city that hurts everybody. I'm against Trump on that. And let me be clear. I believe the problem with black folk is black folk. I'm not going to blame the Puerto Rican, the Mexican. I'm not going to even blame the white man. I blame us. Okay? So I start with us. We are our problem, not the Latinos. Just my opinion. But I'm going to have to let both of you go because we got 15 minutes and I want to give you. Go ahead.
For the record, I don't disagree and I do not like or Trump taking away. Well, I disagree with Trump taking the money away from the city, the state, and the county. I disagree with that.
Okay.
But I'm in favor and I'm in full support of blacks, Afro-Americans getting the full share that they have been not.
Okay. All right. You made that point and we understand, and I agree with you there. We just differ on what the problem is, okay? Because I think we can work with the Latino community, we can work with the gay community, we can work with women to get our fair share. When you see things like Trump and them giving a $300 million to Tulu, his friend, that's the problem, not the sanctuary city. I want to thank you both.
Thank you,
Paul, Andre. I want you to give out.
Thank you so much.
How do they reach you? And then we're going to wrap up this show on these last two items.
Once again, I'm the common old guy that you see on the street, on the front line where some young guy or some girl got killed. I'm standing there comforting their mother, I want to be your next commissioner for the 2nd District. I have a proven track record. I've been in the field from the south side to the west side. I'm known, and I want to fight for you just like I fought in those streets,
okay.
For you.
All right, thank you, Andre.
My number is 773-668-9210.
That's Andre Smith.
And Paul Montez, let me give you guys my number again. My number is 773-357-7590. My website's paulmontez2018.com. I am running for humanity. I am running for all people of all races that are hurting because we are hurting. We need to fix the problem.
I want to thank Paul Montez, Andre Smith, and Commissioner Dennis Deere for being on with us today. Thank you very much, gentlemen, and thank you. All right, we're going to take this photo before Paul get out of here, and we get a picture with Eric and stuff. I can keep talking while we taking it. Can we do it like that? Everybody could just come in. Oh, then you have to go off Facebook to do that?
Yeah. Right here.
Okay, well, just use Paul's, and then he'll send it to me, and I'll send it to you. How's that? Okay. All right, we can let Andre Smith go off the line as well, and we're going to talk about those national things. Wayne, call back. All right, Wayne, if you could call back, we're going about our phone number 773-763-9278, 773-763-9278. We're going to talk about these national issues, the president and the JFK releasing of those files.
We really have to talk about that idiot?
Well, just a little bit. I did want to talk about Pat Quinn running for Attorney General. I ain't going to spend too much time on that at all.
Don't.
It was on the front page of the Sun-Times, and I'm like, what, really? Give the Kwame Rules and the other people an opportunity. How you got to keep trying to run for everything over and over again? Really stop it. Let's take this call. I'm sure it's about this president. If you could get that for us, Antonio. But we want to talk about.
Throw up my mouth a little bit.
I know. But the man, he's president of the United States, and I just don't understand three things that he did this week.
Idiot, the blithering idiot. You know why you don't understand? I can tell you why you don't understand.
Why don't I understand?
Because you're not an idiot.
I guess that's
you have to be an idiot to understand what an idiot does.
Because I do not understand.
The quest to understand is the quest to become an idiot.
Oh, but Puerto Rico is part of the United States of America, right?
People who are not idiots know that.
Okay, and they vote for president and all that, right? Okay, so
no. I don't think Puerto Ricans
yes,
are the president.
They do.
They get to vote, but they don't have a representative.
They get to vote.
I thought they didn't.
No, they vote.
They don't vote in the primaries, right? Oh, I don't know.
No, they vote in the primary and the general. They just don't have a representative, but they do get delegates to the convention. Right. So they're part of America. We, it's not a state. What is it, Lady B?
It's Commonwealth.
Commonwealth.
And
so part of the United States of America gets hit by a great storm. The entire island is upside down. They have no electricity, no cell phones, and none of that. The president of the United States gives out a contract to get the electricity back on, and they give it to a company that has 2 employees. Two. Yeah. The owner and the secretary. 2. So they got to start from scratch. These people, this is emergency. Why not get the Commonwealth Edisons and big companies that are already established and get the lights on right away? Get the people back to normal right away. I don't understand that. Let's call Paul in Seattle. Paul is calling from Seattle. Go ahead, Paul.
My man, Paul.
Oh, what's going on?
You got it.
How you doing, man?
Sorry, I'm missing the TFM. I got a walking club on Sunday afternoons. The captain of the
that sounds really old.
Go ahead with your comment. Clearly, y'all know each other.
Yeah, Ricky, you were saying that. So the Republicans always talk about how they like local control, local government. But that's only when they're in the minority. But when they're in the majority, oh boy, they're the biggest. They're the big government lovers. They want to just push you around. You look at this thing with the taxes. The proposal to if for states that have higher taxes, they want to take away your federal deduction of those taxes.
Really?
Well, if you offer states control, if you're taking care of business at home in your state, and so you have higher taxes to take care of medical, for education, and transportation, then what they want to do is, why should they tell you, no, now Uncle Sam's going to stick his hand and say, So you don't get to deduct that.
So let me ask you, slow down, Paul, because I want to be clear on what you're saying. Right. So under the Trump tax plan, you get a so-called tax break, but you don't get the credit or the break that you would have got when you pay your state taxes?
But it don't count. Right, because some of those are deductible.
Really? Oh, come on.
Some of those are deductible from federal taxes. But they want to take that away.
Right.
And it mostly affects states like Washington, California, Illinois, New York, Massachusetts.
Exactly.
The blue states. And the states that don't have high taxes and get a whole bunch of federal subsidies anyway, like Mississippi and Alabama, they get the benefit. We're already subsidizing them. All the blue states are subsidizing them already, as well as we're taking care of them.
I tell people all the time,
we have high taxes. We have transportation, we have good medical, and we have good schools.
They need to know what's in every bill.
See,
people need to know.
Here's what y'all do all the time to yourself. You're going to drive yourself crazy running around making sense all the time. It's not going to do you
see, that's why I do talk rhythm and I play some music and,
man, Paul, you're right, man. You're right. But you're wrong because you run around making sense. And as the last election told us, people don't think. They're stupid.
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you, the only thing that Trump voters want to do is win the argument. They don't care what the argument's about or whether what they win is a good thing. They just want to push you around.
Well, we're going to find out because
the man who won the argument. And we must be right because you won the argument.
Paul, let me ask you something. Let me ask you and Eric something real quick because you may know Paul Montez is still here too, so he may know. And then we're going to go to Doris. But today or yesterday, Mueller made the first indictments, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, now, so it's gonna all come tumbling down. I don't know who he indicted yesterday, or does anybody know?
No, I don't.
No, nobody knows what
they're sealed, but the first ones are, and it's gonna come down. The Republicans who supported Trump are gonna find out real soon.
Here's the thing, though.
What it's all about. Thank you for your call, Paul. Go ahead.
Okay.
Indictments can include several people, so it doesn't have to be a person that got indicted. It could be a group of people.
Right,
because they did conspire with the Russians against the people of the United States of America. In my opinion, we all can see it.
It could be us. The
go online. Too, it won't be us. It's
Lady B.
No, it's going to be some Trumpites. Doris, you calling about Pat Quinn for Attorney General?
Hello, my dear friend. Hello.
Hello, and thank you for having Reverend Ackley earlier.
Yes, I appreciate that. He did a great job.
Yes, he did.
And the organization is doing such great things. Now, listen, you have known me. In fact, you are the one who got me my start in politics of any kind many, many moons ago.
Many moons ago.
You know my values. You know what I stand for. And I support black candidates. I support Danny Davis. I support Kim Lightfoot, LaShawn Ford,
right.
Richard Boykin, Camille Lilly. But no position is earmarked for any black candidate.
Oh, I agree with you.
If you look at all of the candidates that are running, there is none qualified, more qualified.
Well, I served with Pat Quinn, though. Doris. I'm not saying I just said Kwame Raoul, but I know it's about 4 or 5 people running, right? And I'm not saying be with Kwame Raoul because he's black and don't be with Pat Quinn because he's white. I'm saying I served under Pat Quinn when he was governor, and no.
No, that's your personal opinion.
It's my show. It's my show, Doris. Just like you have your show, and just like Eric has his show.
Wasn't it Harold Washington's opinion too, though?
Yeah, Harold Washington said he sucked, and I looked past that. I went past that, Doris. Let me say this. I went past that, and I tried my best to work with Pat. I wasn't even going to go in on him this hard, but when you say it like that, I just got to tell my listeners why I feel the way I feel about Pat Quinn. Okay, because I worked with Pat Quinn. Let me say this, Doris. And when Pat was about to, Doris, you know I love you, but you got to let me talk on my show, okay? And I'm gonna let you talk. But since you brought it up and brought it out that hard, I'm gonna make it clear to people when I fell out with Pat Quinn, okay? When Pat was running against Brady, and he was behind in the polls, and everybody knew he was behind in the polls. He was about to lose. I served with Brady, so I knew Brady was crazy and as far right as you could possibly get. And if he wasn't a racist, he was as close to being a racist as you could get without declaring yourself. So I stuck my neck out there for Pat Quinn. I gave a speech. I made the paper. I made Channel 5, Channel Fox News, and I told people, don't vote for Brady no matter what. Hold your nose and vote for Pat Quinn. And I did that.
He's thinking to vote for him anyway.
I said, I'm going to be finished, Doris. I'm going to finish my story. Then Pat Quinn had his people call me, and it was like, oh, Rickey, we appreciate what you did, but we got to disavow what you said. I said, okay, got no problem with that. So Pat came out and he said, well, I disagree with the way the senator said it, but Brady did do this, and so he used me. No problem. You would think since he had my cell phone number and he was supposed to be from the West Side, like I am, he would have called me. I didn't hear from Pat Quinn for about 3-4 months. The next message I got from Pat Quinn, one of his staff came to my desk on the Senate floor and gave me a list and said, this is the way Pat Quinn wants you to vote on these bills.
Oh, hell no.
See, you did it. That was Eric did it. Derek did just what I did. Derek did just what I did when they handed me that list. I said, it's been 3-4 months. I stuck my neck out for Pat Quinn, and the first thing I hear back from Pat Quinn is how the F to vote.
You don't get any
Lady B, take a break. Send Doris someplace else. I love you, boo. I want to hear Aziza song. Somebody's song. She got me all upset because I am not for Pat Quinn for AG. No. Play music. Play something. I can't do it.
So what do you think about Pat Quinn, man?
Come on now. I wasn't even going to go there. But you want to do. Doris, you ain't got to call my show. Yeah,
what about that Pat Quinn? Huh?
We just showed it and said he was running like, you know, come on, man. No, I ain't gonna do it.
You and me from eternity. You give me the air I breathe. I can take my time and give you so much more. All of me. Open up your heart and you'll find what's in store. Love is just a word, but actions speak. Everything you do proves to me just how you feel. You're giving me explosive energy. Otherwise, you make me smile.
Okay, y'all. I'm sorry, WCPT. The views expressed in the following or the previous opinion was not those of the station or the participants. I used to kill him, my guy. It has been a great show. I really appreciate Eric Grant for coming on my show.
He's got great pop.
He was talking about my pop. You know, Doris made me lose it over Pat Quinn. I wasn't even going to go in that hard. If I want to vote for him, vote for him. I just can't do it. Okay, I want to thank all of our sponsors and all of those who put my signs out in their windows. I said all their names a couple times, and we'll do it again. Jerk Taco, Chicken Man, Mo's, Rugs, and What's Up Pretty, Cinema Entertainment, JB's, Leamington Foods, Garfield Park Currency, and Shakita Food Mart. And of course, we want to thank Congressman Danny K. Davis. Don't miss my friend Donnie Charter's big fundraiser coming up, his jazz thing on Thursday, November the 2nd. And Reverend Acri and Doris Davenport's function. I will see her there. She'll beat me up at that. And don't forget my man, Paul Montez, who's running for commissioner in the 2nd District. Thank you for coming, man. E, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Dope, man.
I'll do your show anytime. Lady B, did we have a good time?
Yes, we did. And Ricky, I want to thank somebody,
Go ahead.
Listener, Paula. She stopped by and brought me some batteries and some stuff to send to Puerto Rico.
See what I'm saying? She did more than the President of the United States.
Yeah.
All he said was a contractor who don't know what the hell he doing. Got 2 employees. Come on, man. We're also sponsored by Williams Youth Service, Congressman Danny K. Davis, Truth Restaurant. I got to find out what happened to Peyton. Citizens for John Colors, and AJ Supply You Properties, SNS Pest Control, and the Concussion Legacy Foundation. Next week, we're going to have Chris Kennedy here. That should be a very lively discussion from 4 to 5, and then 5 to 6, we're just going to have a little celebration because it's our anniversary. It's our 4-month anniversary. Yes. Appreciate you. Love you. Love you. I love my listeners. I love you, WCPT. Love you, America. Tune in next week, 4 to 6. Lady B.
You lift me high, my sorrow.